Chinese myths and legends. The legend of the Condor Heroes. There are numerous Chinese myths and legends, many of them loosely based on true events, while others are fabrications of the writer's imagination. A recent comment from a subscriber asked if I was aware of a particular story or Chinese myth in which a recent movie is based on. That movie being the 2024 version of The Legend of the Condor Heroes. I had heard of this story but not read any of the novels or seen any movies or TV adaptations of the story. The Legend of the Condor Heroes was written by Chinese writer Jin Yong, also known as Louis Cha, and is the first part of the Condor trilogy, with the second part being called The Return of the Condor Heroes, with the third and final part titled The Heaven Sword and Dragon Saber. The tale was first serialized from January 1957 until May 1959 in Hong Kong Commercial Daily, with two later revisions by Jin Yong in the 1970s, then again in the 2000s. The English version is a little imprecise, as neither native species of the condor, the Andean Condor or the Californian Condor, is native to China. The title in Chinese, which literally means The Story of the Eagle Shooting Hero. Main plot of the story. The story is set in Imperial China during the period of the Jurchen-led Jin Empire in northern China and the predominantly Han Song Empire in the south. In the story, Yang Tixin and Guo Xiaotian pledge that their unborn children will become siblings or a married couple if they are of the opposite sex. One day, Bao Shiro, Yang Tixin's wife, saved a wounded Jurchen warrior who is actually Wanyan Hongli, the sixth prince of the Jin Empire. Smitten by the beauty of Bao Shiro, Wanyan Hongli then sends his soldiers to attack the village of Yang Tixin and Guo Xiaotian. During the assault on the village, Guo is killed while Yang is missing. Guo Xiaotian's wife, Li Ping, is taken to Mongolia, where she gives birth to their son, Guo Jing, who grows up in Mongolia under the care of Genghis Khan. As Guo Jin grows up, he learns martial arts at the Chuanzhen school taught by Ma Yu, as well as learning archery. The Chinese title of the novel, The Story of the Eagle Shooting Hero, relates to an incident when the youthful Guo Jing shot two eagles with a single arrow. Believing her husband, Yang Tixin, is dead, Bao Shiro, after being captured by Wanyan Hongli, agreed to marry her captor after giving birth to her son, Yang Kang, who was then raised as a Jurchen nobleman. He too learns martial arts at the Quanzan school under his tutor, Mei Chaofeng. Guo Jing is honest, loyal and righteous, while outwardly somewhat slow-witted. In contrast, Yang Kang is clever, scheming and treacherous. The main plot of the story follows the adventures of Guo Jing and his lover Huang Rong on his encounters with the five greats, the five most powerful martial artists in the community of martial arts. Learning various martial arts techniques from these masters, during this period of his life, he discovers who was responsible for the death of his father. Meanwhile, Yang Kang plots with the Jurchens to conquer his ancestral ground. Yang refuses to acknowledge his Han Chinese ethnicity and has a strong desire to acquire wealth, fame, glory, and powerful skills. His treachery is slowly revealed throughout the novel, particularly in the feuds he has with Guo Jing and Huang Rong. With the assistance of Guo Jing, the Mongols conquer the Jin Empire before turning their attention on the Song Empire. However, Guo Jing was not prepared to aid the Mongols in attacking his ancestral ground and chooses instead to join the Song in countering the impending Mongol invasion. During this time, Yan Kang dies of poisoning after attempting to kill Huan Rong with a palm strike onto her armor, which was laced with poison. In the meantime, the Mongol invasion of the Song Empire comes to a halt temporarily with the death of Genghis Khan. The significance of the Book of Wumu. The Book of Wumu is a fictional military treatise written by the Song general Yue Fei. The book was highly sought after by the Jurchens of the Jin dynasty. Guo Jing uses the knowledge he acquired from the book to defend the Song dynasty. Before his death, he hid the book in the blade of the dragon-slaying Saber. Nearly a century after the Battle of Shanyang, the book comes into possession of Zhang Wuji. Zhang uses one of the strategies in the book to defeat the Yuan army at the siege of Mount Song. Zhang then passes the book to Shu Da, who studies it before becoming a brilliant military leader. Shu Da then becomes the rebel leader that overthrows the later Yuan dynasty before becoming one of the founders of the Ming dynasty. Book of Wumu, Early History. Prior to his being executed, the Song general Yue Fei, while in captivity, wrote detailed accounts of military tactics and his experiences against the Jin army. Titled Vital Information Against the Jins, he hoped that future generations would continue his mission to restore China through his text. After his death, the book was renamed the Book of Wumu and was hidden in a cave by a waterfall, 15 steps east of Suihan Hall in the Imperial Palace at Linan, present-day Hangzhou. The book was later stolen by Shangguan Jiannan, the chief of the Iron Palm Gang, and taken to the Iron Palm Peak and hidden within the gang's territory. The Legend of the Condor Heroes. The book is highly sought after by the Jurchens of the Jin Empire, the enemies of the Han Chinese-ruled Song Empire. The Jurchens hoped to use the military strategies described in the book to defeat the Mongols before conquering the Song Empire. Wanyan Hongli, the 6th Prince of Jin, travelled to Song territory in disguise, seeking to find the book. On enlisting the help of martial artists, they break into the palace, enter the cave, and discover a box which they suppose contains the book. Defending the book, Guo Jing fights with one of the thieves before he is stabbed by Yan Kang. Guo is only wounded and with the help of Huan Rong recovers his strength in just 7 days. Following the trail to retrieve the book, Guo and Huang discover it is on Iron Palm Peak. They travel there and successfully acquire the book. Guo later uses the knowledge he gained from the book to lead the Mongol army in a war against the Khwarizm Empire. However, as Guo was not willing to fight against his native land in the Song Empire, he leaves Mongolia and prepares to fight for the Song. The Return of the Condor Heroes. In the second book, the older, more experienced Guo Jing dedicated his life to defending the Song Empire from invasion. By that period in history, the Jin had been defeated by the Mongols, who then began to plot their overthrowing the Song and Dali empires. Guo uses his tactics from the Book of Wumu, his understanding of Mongol warfare, and the natural barriers around Xianyang, the waterways of the Han River and the surrounding mountains, in addition to his allies in the martial arts community, to quell the invaders for 46 years. However, after the loss of the fortified city of Fancheng, Guo Jing eventually died a martyr when Xianyang fell to the Mongols. Before he died, Guo had hidden the Book of Wumu in the blade of the dragon-slaying Saber. In the third novel of the epic tale, The Heaven Sword and Dragon Saber, it states the book was hidden on Peach Blossom Island alongside the 9 Yin Manual and the 18 Subduing Dragon Palms Manual. The Saber carried an iron-plated map of the book's location, while the other half of the map was concealed within the Saber's counterpart, the Heaven-reliant sword. The Saber was passed on to Guojing's son, Guo but was later lost. The sword came into the possession of Guo's youngest daughter, Guo Xiang, who went on to found the Ermei school. The Heaven Sword and Dragon Saber. Around a century after the Battle of Xianyang, the dragon-slaying saber was taken by Xie Shun after he found it by the Heavenly Eagle cult. Xie kept it for several years at his home on an isolated island off the Chinese mainland. He later lost the saber to Zhou Zhiro, who broke the weapon open by clashing it with a heaven-reliant sword, with the hidden items then being discovered. The Book of Wumu then came into the possession of Zhang Wuji, with Zhang using the knowledge he gained from the book to defeat the Ruyang prince's army at the siege of Mount Song. Zhang then passed the book on to Xu Da, who became a brilliant military leader after studying the contents of the book. Xu led the Ming cult rebel forces that overthrew the ruling empire and became one of the founding members of that Ming dynasty. That brings us to the end of this video, highlighting a historical myth that has helped shape China today. If you have enjoyed watching and it's shown you a little detail of life and events here in China, then your subscribing to my channel would mean a lot to me. Thank you for watching. Make sure you click on the link to the next video, and until the next time, goodbye for now.